what we're going to be doing is installing our ambient strips on this 21 Crosstrack today. So to get us started, we're going to be looking at our strip, and we're going to use this excellent line right here in the dash. So to get this sized up, all you have to do is hold it to where you want it, trace it out with your fingers, and I do recommend using some sort of permanent marking device. And you just mark your line. And we're just going to use a simple pair of decent scissors, you know, not the ones from your favorite $1.25 store. Clip it. Now I clipped this one at an angle because our dash has a little kick out right here. To get it to feed through, we're just going to use our tried and trusty pry tool. Angle it up, and you're just going to take your finger and give her a push. Just be gentle with it. You can come back and do it again. All right, now once you have the strip tucked in where you can just see this translucent bit on the edge, we're gonna run the cable through the dashboard, and there's a nice line right through here, and we're gonna pull this door seal back so we have access to the inner dash. To get this started, all we're gonna do is get this twist tie off. And as you see, it comes with enough cable to get accomplished what you need done here. So now for this particular Crosstrack, you can reach it from this pickup through here. See with your fingers. All right, and then we're gonna take this cable, just tuck it into this line here. Then we're gonna put this mold back into place. All right, so now that we have our strip in, we need to get the cable from the passenger side to the driver's side where our controller is going to be housed. And to do that, we're going to use our little fishing pole and get that extension fed across the bottom of the dashboard. So let's go ahead and get that started. To fish it through the center console with our fishing pole, we're just going to take some electrical tape so it doesn't pop off. You don't have to be neat with it. Sloppy's good. And just find you a hole. When it comes through the other side, keep pulling. Remember, this is the biggest fish you've ever caught. And now we get to move to the driver's side. We're done with the passengers, just like that. All right, so just like we did on the passenger side, we're gonna go ahead and fit up the driver's side. But something I didn't show you over there that I wanna call attention to, there is a start and a finish, or A to the B on these strips. So the area where your wire comes in, that is gonna be your start. And this is the area you can trim to fit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it in location. Grab your handy dandy marker. Mark that off where you wanna cut it. And we're gonna take your trusty pair of shears. We're just gonna make that straight cut on this side. All right, so now that we got that cut, and you can see that's nice and straight, nothing out of sorts there. So we're going to go ahead and tuck it in the same seam in the dashboard that we did on the passenger side. And just a quick call out, you do want it to start, in this installation at least, we're going outside in. So just like we did on the other side, we're gonna run our wire through this crevice here, and to get to the inner dash, we gotta pull this door seal off. Don't have to go the full way, just pull it off a little bit, just enough to get the end connector through this body seam and the dash panel. Replace the door seal, and that part's done. So to route our extension cable over to the controller that we mounted in the driver's side, we need to use our fishing pole. And again, we're just going to be coming up where we've already previously routed, and you're looking for an open hole. All right, so what you want to do is hopefully find the hole you've been using, but if not, any old hole will do. Now awkwardly, so I can get this on camera, we're going to connect here. All right, so let's switch to the driver's side and hook up that controller. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mount our controller, and the easiest place to do it here, foot vent. So we're just gonna go right on top of that with our double step tape. So once you find a position for your controller, you wanna take some of this outer jacket off so you have plenty of wire to work with. In ours, we're gonna be using a fuse tap, and we've got a body ground here in the kick panel. So let me go ahead and do that, and we'll film everything with this second camera. All right, and it does come with accessories, so we're going to be using the double stick tape here. And we're going to let everybody hang loose here, because in the final stages, we're going to do some wire maintenance, basic cleanup. All right, so we're going to drop the little fuse box door here. And what we have ourselves is an antifuse. Is we're just joining that fuse tap to the red wire, the positive wire on our controller. All right, so like I said, we're going to be using a fuse tap here. You can get a wire diagram. This one actually has it on the fuse door. You can get them from the manuals online, has them usually. For us, we're going to be using the cigar/seat heater. That's going to be a 20 amp fuse, so plenty of breath on that, so we don't have to worry about overloading that circuit. We're going to pull this 20. Now before we stick anything back in, we're going to pull the fuse that we pulled out is going to go in the base here, because that's going to keep that factory circuit alive. So for us, we're going to be using a 10 amp fuse. All right guys, so we're going to be using a factory chassis ground. For our car, it takes number 2 Phillips.